welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast. I am your host, Suzie Hunter. We've got Yaya producing today, by the way.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get into some kind of argument because he's a bully. But mostly we actually have some baseball news to talk about, guys, because free agent season is approaching fast. But more importantly, okay, we're going to talk about our rookie, of course. The reason for this show today, Brenton Doyle, the Gold Glove winner at center field. A huge deal. We're going to get into exactly why that is such a big deal, aside from we're just really excited for him. But also, we have a bunch of managerial openings all over Major League Baseball, and guys are getting hired today. Like, this has been happening all morning. News has been rolling in. We're going to let you know who's in, who's out, who's going where. But first, I think we really should talk about Brenton Doyle because, oh my goodness, he won the Gold Glove last night. We're going to show a video of how he found out because it looked like he was watching with friends and family, watching the announcement live on MLB Network. But Yaya, do we have that video? All right, here's the moment that he found out that he just won an award he's wanted his whole life.
Like over the course of their careers, they're all going to win one. But this year, it's Brenton.
And I need to find out what his friends gave him because it looked like it was a glove in a box. I don't know. I got some questions. We're going to dig into it. But he did have some media availability after that announcement. So, a bunch of us got the chance to ask him how he was feeling in that moment. Brenton Doyle's so funny because, he's not the most talkative guy. He's such a nice guy, but not necessarily super outgoing, super talkative. So it's always great to get him to open up a little bit. But Patrick Saunders of the Denver Post, of course, asked that first question. How was he feeling now that he's gotten the hardware? Can we play that clip too, Yaya? All right, here are those immediate thoughts following Brenton Doyle finding out he is a Gold Glover.
Definitely just super honored. I mean, even to be considered a finalist as a rookie and a guy like me that's come from a small school and small background is, it's definitely a rewarding feeling. And a lot of my hard work throughout the season definitely paid off. And, Gold Glove has been something, I eye every single year, no matter what level. And it's just super, super grateful and pumped about it for sure.
I know he's always just so stoic. It's so funny. He's excited. You can tell. So interesting though. He didn't realize that he is the first rookie in the National League to get a Gold Glove in the outfield. So super big deal. We're really excited for him. We're gonna hit you with some stats. Brenton Doyle's not a stats guy, by the way. He did mention this too. He's mentioned this in interviews before. He just goes out there, he plays as hard as he can, and he's like, the numbers will follow. The numbers will be good if I just keep playing as hard as I can. So these are numbers since he debuted in April in Cleveland. Okay, so he finished the 2023 season, .203 batting average, which is good for him. Great for him to be over, 200, but not great overall, but huge improvement. That of course has nothing to do with the Gold Glove, but he had 10 home runs, 48 RBI, 22 stolen bases, and that was through 126 plate appearances. But he was an everyday guy out there in the outfield. Once we realized what he could really do, he finished the season with 19 defensive runs saved. That's the most for center field this season, sixth most for all of Major League Baseball. And this is a guy who was with the Rockies for 126 games.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is he the first Rocky to win a Gold Glove in the outfield or in center field?
He is. I don't think he is. Hold on. Let me look through my.
I'm sorry, I kind of pushed you out of it, but I've been wondering this since yesterday.
I don't think he is. He's not the first rookie to get a Gold Glove, that's for sure. Because Nolan Arenado, well, for the Rockies rather, Nolan Arenado got Gold Glove award as a rookie. Let me see if I can find that in my notes. But he is, I will say, second Rockies rookie to earn the honor. Arenado did it in 2013. The sixth rookie outfielder to ever win a Gold Glove in the National League. No, first rookie outfielder overall. Sorry. You know what? I've totally convoluted myself at this point. I'm going to blame Yaya for making me look for something while I'm trying to talk.
I'm sorry. I thought we could have a nice conversation about the myth, the legend, Brenton Doyle.
You know what? He is an incredible... Oh, no. He is the third Rockies outfielder to claim that honor. Okay, I knew I had it somewhere in this outline. He is the third outfielder to get a Gold Glove, including Larry Walker and Carlos Gonzalez. Always good company to be in when you're named with Larry Walker and Cargo.
Cargo just a little bit in my all-time Rockies rankings.
Yeah.
A little bit above Larry Walker. And I know that's very controversial, but these are my rankings, and this is what I like.
You know what? I respect it, and I approve of it, and... we're good. We're good with that. Yeah.
Take that.
He's not the only rookie this year to get a Gold Glove. Yankee shortstop Anthony Volpe. Not a surprise. He was just an absolute standout on that team that did as much as the Rockies did this year. And we're all golfing in October. What other... Okay. I mentioned the 10 outfield assists, right? We love that. Still in the running for the Platinum Glove, too. That is open for voting at Rawlings.com until Thursday at 9:59 p.m. Mountain Time. So vote for him. By the way, Nolan Arenado got the Platinum Glove every year between 2017 up until last year, and he wasn't even a finalist this year. Yaya laughed. I don't know if he had his mic on for...
I didn't, but that just goes to show that Brenton Doyle is better than anything the Cardinals have going for them.
Exactly. All right, we'll get into a little bit of Rockies news in just a second, but let's talk about our friends at Breck Distillery because, okay, shout out to their Ricky Seltzers because I'm obsessed with those. We do have buckets here of Ricky Seltzers, 5 for $25, I think. So fun. So dope. But Breckenridge Distillery, an award-winning distillery right here in Colorado. Is this contest still open? This contest is still open, right?
I think it's done. I could be completely wrong, but I thought it was. Either way, Breck Brew's a great time for holidays are coming up.
Oh my gosh, the holidays, yeah.
Thanksgiving with some Breckenridge Distillery, it's going to be elite for sure.
It's going to be elite. But yeah, Breckenridge Distillery is the world's highest distillery, as they like to call it. It's been around since 2008, known for their blended bourbon whiskey. I would be drinking some right now if this was not a lunchtime show. I do have I have some stuff to do later. I'll have some when I'm winding down this evening. But listen, they're more than award-winning spirits. They're more than just award-winning spirits. They have an immersive guest experience too. They have an award-winning restaurant, show-stopping cocktails, and you can learn about their highly awarded spirits in depth with a tasting. And you get to look into their active production facility too, so you can watch them make it. Plus, I mentioned the Ricky Seltzers. They are made with real Breck spirits. There's vodka ones. There's tequila ones. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And we've had them at all the Broncos tailgates. But yeah, head to BreckenridgeDistillery.com for home delivery. You can get this in all 50 states, guys. This is great for gifts. But yeah, shop your local retailer or visit BreckenridgeDistillery.com for home delivery of their award-winning spirits. Après anywhere. That sounds fun to me. You know what else sounds fun to me? How it is just never an ordinary experience with Bet365. Listen, come to the DNVR bar for all of our Nuggets watch parties. They have been presented by Bet365. And they've got some really great offers, too, including, I love that we do this. We have a DNVR custom bet every single week. There's a custom bet with a DNVR Bets logo right there in the app. So keep an eye out for it every single week. I love this. I think this is so fun. Plus, like our bets guys, listen, they know what they're doing. They are always going to hook you up with a really good deal. Here's the key, though. You have to be 21 or older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly, guys. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. But yeah, let's not forget about the boosts. NFL Sunday Boost, by the way, you can get $10 in bonus bets if you bet $20 or more on same game parlays for any of Sunday's NFL games, and then get $10 in bonus bets to use at any event of their choice, including Monday Night Football. But download the Bet365 app. Use code DNVR365 when you sign up. Again, 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, guys, some Rockies news. We had the Fall Star game. We've got players that we know and love playing down in Mexico. Let's start with Charlie Blackmon, though, a player that we've known and loved for a long time. Charlie Blackmon is now the longest active player in Major League Baseball who is only suited up for one team. That comes after the Reds declined their option on Joey Votto. That's been a huge deal because he's been with them forever. He's been the star of that team. He's been the face of that team. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But Charlie Blackmon, he's not going anywhere, too, because we know that he has been extended through next season. Great news.
Real quick.
What? Yeah.
On that Joey Votto thing.
Yeah.
That's insane to me that he got declined. When I heard that, I was like, what the heck?
Crazy.
But is Joey Votto and Charlie Blackmon the same person? But Joey Votto gets more recognition because he's in the East Coast?
No, because Ohio isn't the East Coast. You don't get the coast bias when you're in Cincinnati.
I feel like you kind of do, though, because
you
you're
don't, because
closer
it's not
to
the Yankees
all that,
or the Red Sox. It has to be the Yankees or the Red Sox or, the Mets. And otherwise, no one cares.
I feel like they're very similar, but I hear more about Joey Votto than I do about Charlie, and a lot of it comes to me that more people are there's more teams in that corner, so more people are there.
Well, Joey Votto also, first of all, he's almost 40 years old at this point, and he makes TikToks. He'll do bits on social media. So I think Joey Votto just puts himself out there more. He's more of an outgoing character. And of course, he's had a lot more time to do all this kind of stuff too, because he's been injured for, the past season or so. Charlie Blackmon, though, keeps to himself. He is just here to do his job, and I respect that. So I think that people do talk about Joey Votto more, but I think it's because he puts himself out there. Does that make sense?
I get that. I'm Homer, and I love Charlie.
Yeah.
How long has Charlie been in Colorado for?
10, 11 years.
See, I was in high school when Charlie Blackmon became a Rocky. So to me, that's my whole, it's him, and then it's literally...
It's him and who else,
It's Cargo, then right into Charlie Blackmon. Mm-hmm. It's Matt Holliday, Cargo, then Charlie Blackmon in my outfield my whole life. Mm-hmm. That's all I know. So I feel like Charlie Blackmon is, as kooky and as weird as Joey. But
they're definitely both personalities, but, they do different things with those personalities.
Understandable. I'm just coming from a guy that's known him my whole life, basically. Me and Charlie are like this, best friends.
He's crossing his fingers. They're like this. They're like this. No, I totally get what you're saying. I don't think we can lump Cincinnati in as part of getting the East Coast bias, because no one on the East Coast gives a shit about Ohio. Except for me. Eric in the chat, well deserved. Yes, we definitely agree. We were watching all that Brenton Doyle was doing out there. Guys, if you have comments or questions on Brenton Doyle or anything that we're talking about today, throw them in the chat. But let me know how you were feeling about our center fielder Brenton Doyle, our rookie, bringing home the hardware, getting the Gold Glove. We're going to bring it back to some Rockies news. I want to talk about the Fall Stars game. The Fall Stars game, the all-star game of the Arizona Fall League, was on Sunday. Benny Montgomery, Sterling Thompson, and Juan Mejia were all in that game. Our guys didn't really do very much. Benny Montgomery started at DH for the National League team. He went 0 for 2. Sterling Thompson came in and pinch hit in the 6th. He walked, and then he struck out. Okay, so in his second at bat. Juan Mejia probably had like the best appearance in this game of the 3 guys that we had there. He came in and he struck out too in the 7th inning. Hitless frame. That was nice. So some promising stuff, guys. A different Montgomery shined in this Fall Star game. The White Sox top prospect, Colson Montgomery. He's the number 17 prospect overall, was named the game MVP. The AL won the Fall Stars game 6-3. But Michael Toglia, we've been keeping an eye on him. We're trying to make sure he's keeping his strikeouts down. We've got the image of this. But yeah, he's finally starting to really, really heat up in the Mexican Pacific League this winter. Hit a home run last night. Big home run in a big win. He has been all over their social media, too. If you're watching us on... I'm going to high-five him. Thanks, Michael Toglia. Bam. I hope you're watching us on YouTube. Yaya's getting very creative this Monday. But yeah, Michael Toglia, he's like also been all over their social media too. He's sporting a little facial hair. And when I say a little facial hair, I mean he is not growing a beard like Charlie Blackmon. He's got some little pieces right now. He's just going for a very different look in Mexico. And I appreciate that.
It's also very weird because I feel like this is good for the Rockies that he's playing out in Mexico if you want to become more popular. Mm-hmm. Monterrey's a huge city, huge. Top 3, top 2, I think, in all of Mexico. Love baseball out there. Fanatics of the sport. If Toglia does good, they're going to follow him wherever he goes. And they're going to become Rockies fans.
Ooh, just in time, too, for the Rockies Mexico series against the Astros.
Exactly. If you can hear Toglia's name, people are going to follow him just because they know him. They'll become Rockies fans. They're going to enjoy it.
Thank you for this insight. Yeah, so valuable.
Oh, always on a Monday.
You're my MVY, my most valuable Yaya.
Mexican very Yaya too also works for that way.
Actually, that's my mom's grandmother name is Yaya, so I guess you're really not. You're my most valuable Yaya today. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Some Rockies gossip. Riley Pine got married over the weekend. It looked like a bunch of Rockies were there too. I know I saw Carl Kaufman with a picture of them. I think Justin Lawrence was there. But yeah, Riley Pine got married. And Philip Deal's fiance, old friend Philip Deal, had a little bridal shower. And Ashley Freeland was there. So that was pretty fun. More old friend news. The Braves declined the option for Brad Hand. They will not be keeping him around. We're going to have a lot of free agent news this week for sure, because we can start seeing big moves as early as tomorrow. So we're going to keep you guys all posted on that. But first, I'm going to keep you posted on what's going on at Kind Love, our favorite dispensary. Kind Love is so excited to be an official partner of DNVR, and they love supporting another local brand too. We're just 2 local brands out here trying to vibe. So they are one of the OG dispensaries in Colorado. They've been around since 2010. They have a great reputation for cultivating some of the highest quality cannabis in the state, authentic genetics, patient grow techniques, and one of the highest quality brands in Colorado. And some of the highest quality highs you're going to get, the Turbo Core, a little toothpick-sized stick that you can put into a joint. They also have that pre-rolled in something they like to call the Turbo Joint. And as we know, the Turbo Joint be turboing.
I go speed with the Turbo Joint, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah!
I love that. I love the turbo joint. I do feel like the Incredibles dash with that turbo joint. I love the turbo joint. I'm a turbo joint man.
Yeah, big turbo joint guy. I love that. Here's the great thing, though. They're hooking you up. They're hooking Yaya up. They're hooking me up. They're hooking you up, too. We all get the same discount there. Visit one of their stores. They have a store in North Denver. They also have one in Cherry Creek, which is near that PetSmart and near that Target off of Alameda. Mention DNVR. You are going to get the DNVR exclusive discount of 25% off all Kind Love flour, pre-rolls, and the whole turbo joint line. You can visit their store. You can visit their website at kindlove.com and use that same code DNVR for online ordering, or you can head to their website just to take a peek at their extensive menu.
You could also get the Kind Love Immaculate Vibes if you want to get vibey with us DNVR folks.
We still have it?
We still have it. They're making some more because it's so cool.
They're making more. I was going to say, I thought I heard that it sold out.
It sold out so quickly that the fans just want it. It's a great product. I'm also a very Immaculate Vibes kind of guy.
I was going to say, these are so cool. I can't believe I get to work for a company that has a joint pack, but it comes in indica and sativa, so a little bit of something for everything there. It's like a little 5-pack. They're great.
It's amazing. It's a great time in the woods with a bunch of friends. I'll tell you that much.
The woods? You're in the woods?
Go camping. You go camping. Maybe you rent a cabin. You're in the woods.
I would never camp. Yeah. But I guess this is good for everyone else.
Yeah. I glamp. Is that what it's called? When you
glamping?
have glamping.
When you have a nice setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's glamping.
Yeah. My grandpa has a nice setup, so I take advantage quite often.
Oh, interesting. All right. Guys, fam. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, FOCO. We got to talk about FOCO. We're back. Whenever Yaya talks, I'm totally thrown off, which is great. He's not a team player. He does it on purpose. Let's talk about FOCO. So FOCO is a leading manufacturer of sports and entertainment merchandise, and they've got the best merch around, officially licensed gear for all sports, for all fandoms, for all markets. As you can see, we've got tons of set decorations from them. They're our fam, and you're also their fam. They have your back with a great little discount code. Use code DNVR for 10% off. And if you want to head to their website, use the link in our description so they know that we sent you. It's important for them to know, and it's important for us to know. But yeah, they have the overalls. The moment. Yeah.
I was watching that Philly series, and there was quite a few people with those Phillies overalls.
Well, the whole team had a pair of the overalls, so then everyone in Philly got those overalls. But we have them out here. We have Broncos ones, we have Nuggets ones.
They're just insane, man. FOCO taking over the world, just like ALLCITY.
Listen, we're all just rising to the top together, and I love that for us. You know what I love for us? I love free agent season. I love when there's a lot going on. I hope the Rockies participate in free agent season. My goodness. But we've got a lot of big free agents. Joey Votto, we mentioned, is one of them. Basically, the Reds said to him, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So is he going to retire? That's kind of the big question. And also, why did they do this? So in the statement put out by the Reds, general manager Nick Krall said, quote, at this point in the offseason, based on our current roster and projected plans for 2024, as an organization, we cannot commit to the playing time Joey deserves. They do have a lot of really exciting rookies. I'm assuming they have a lot of exciting prospects, but they have parted ways. So instead of bringing Joey Votto back for $20 million next year, they'll pay him $7 million to not. Why is that funny to you, Yaya?
I just wish my job would pay me $7 million to not show up again and be find another job.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, you know what? We have so many people that are just chomping at the bit.
I would love it. Give me $700 and I might go look for another job.
That would be so nice. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
And what was Joey's response? This is home. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, basically, he did go on social media and said, like, you know, if this is the last of me in a Reds uniform, like, just he thanked fans, which was very nice. I mean, he's a huge part of that franchise. He's the face of that team. He only played in 156 games since the start of last season, though, giving Chris Bryant a run for his money. But he's been injured. But yeah, he was drafted by Cincinnati in 2002. He debuted in 2007. He was an instant star. He was National League MVP in 2010. So will he retire? I don't know. Apparently earlier this offseason, he said on the Dan Patrick Show, I want to play again at least one more year. The last couple of years were crummy. I wasn't healthy for 2 years, so I'd like to play well. It's not the taste I want to leave in my mouth. Yeah, so I can totally see why he would want to end his very long career on a better note than where he's at right now. Definitely.
Is player coach available for him? Like a player coach, like a player hybrid coach kind of thing, where he could go to like a competitive team and kind of be somebody that can kind of help out, but at the same time, you learn more for like the young kids. Is there anybody that you can think of like that?
That's a really good question. Like, I remember that's like what the Dodgers did with Chase Utley. You know, he was just like their grandpa.
I mean, the Diamondbacks might need somebody like that. A lot of young, exciting people.
They might. The Diamondbacks especially might want some. I'm thinking of like who they even have in that clubhouse. Actually, Mark Melancon, a veteran. The D-backs declined their half of the $5 million mutual option. So, I mean, I can see how maybe they could use a little more adult supervision. That would be interesting. Ooh, yeah. What an interesting discussion this is. Guys, where do you think Joey Votto could possibly go? Let me know in the comments, the chat, tweet at us at DNVR_Rockies. But yeah, very interesting stuff. I'm curious to see where Joey Votto ends up, if he ends up anywhere. There's got to be a team that will take a chance on him.
I'm also thinking the Padres. Maybe having an adult in that room might actually help him out a lot.
Well, first of all, the Padres can't afford anything right now. They're literally the definition of a poverty franchise, taking out a loan to make payroll.
What about this, the other one, that Seattle Mariners? Mm-hmm. Team him up with Julio, see if he can get Julio to the very peak and kind of help him out a little bit, get over the hump.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you've brought up some very fascinating points. Very fascinating.
I'm big brain today.
He's big brain. You are. What did you do?
I studied because I know I was going to be on the show today with you.
You studied. The White Sox declined their option on Tim Anderson, their star shortstop. He has been with the Sox since he debuted in 2016. The team declined to pick up his $14 million club option for the 2024 season. We found this out on Saturday. He'll get a $1 million buyout. It's his first time as a free agent at the age of 30. Keep in mind, 17th overall pick in 2013, a 2020 Silver Slugger. But he, was in a little bit of hot water this season after getting into that fight with Guardians' Jose Ramirez. He was suspended for 6 games originally. They brought it down to 5. But yeah, Tim Anderson, another interesting guy. Tim Anderson, fascinates me. I don't think Tim Anderson actually even likes baseball. He's just really good at it.
I can see Tim Anderson doing kind of just to kind of get back at the White Sox, going to the Cubs and just kind of even if he's not the star, just to kind of get under their skin.
You know,
he seems like that kind of guy.
Tim Anderson is a star no matter where he goes, though. He just has it to me.
But he just seems like that sort of guy that's holds a grudge and it's gonna go and try to just get under the White Sox skin.
Let's look up what Tim Anderson's sign is real fast. I want to know how much of a grudge he'll hold. Also, I think he's got personal life things going on right now too, because I think I think he's got some personal life things. He's a Cancer, by the way. June 23rd is his birthday, so he's very chaotic. He's Cancers are chaotic and they hold grudges.
I feel like he would do something like that. I feel like he's gonna try to go to a rival just to piss off the White Sox.
You know what? With just how I feel like we don't have a lot of really great rivalries anymore, or like rivalries that really run deep like that, like in terms of like individual players. And I think Tim Anderson is the guy to kind of keep that going.
You don't got a Barry Bonds in this league?
No, we don't. I don't think so. Jordan Montgomery to the Rockies. How would you feel about that? Yeah, that sounds really fun. I don't know if Jordan Montgomery would want to come to the Rockies. It's really hard to get really good pitchers to want to come here because they know their numbers are going to get messed up at altitude. So if you're looking for awards, you're probably not going to get them if you're a pitcher for the Rockies. But, you know, if the Rockies can give him more money than anyone else is going to give him, then yeah. But can the Rockies do that? Will the Rockies do that? They won't. I don't think they will.
I found a really good point when it comes to free agency is that I was told by, I forget who it is, whoever it is. Oh, I think it was AJ. I was on that show with you at AJ.
Oh, yeah.
Where he said, the Rockies aren't afraid to spend money. They just don't know how to spend money.
They're not afraid to do it. They just make some interesting decisions sometimes that leave us wondering.
And I feel like Jordan Montgomery would be an actual good investment. And that's the sort of money that you got to spend for a guy like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't think the Rockies view it that way, and I don't think Montgomery does either.
I see it as an unlikely scenario, but, you know, time will tell. We're going to put him on our wish list. How about that? If you suggest a guy and ask about a guy, I will add him to our official DNVR Rockies podcast wish list. How does that sound? Will in the chat. Will, good to see you. Here's Sonny Gray. Would you like this instead? No, thank you. That's great. Some more. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. We'll get into some more free agent news. No, we're going to stay with free agent news. We'll get into all the fun stuff happening for diehards in a little bit. Where did we go? Where are we? All right. Padres. This was a headline that I saw on Sports Illustrated, and I did not open the story or read it. I only read the headline because the headline was fucking enough for me. Padres Insider says Shohei Ohtani is a target for the Padres. How the fuck is he a target for the Padres when the Padres can't even afford who they already have?
You know how? Because everybody should be Shohei Ohtani should be a target for everybody. That doesn't mean that it's realistic. The Rockies should be looking at it and be like, yo, that's one of our main targets. That doesn't mean that's realistic. Everybody should be looking at that guy.
Everyone should be. That is a great point. But this one truly messed me up in a way that ruined my morning.
There's just things that you just don't say out loud, and that's one of them.
It was so silly. Oh, James in the chat. Guys, chat's popping now. Which current Phillies would you love to see in a Rockies uniform? Great question. I would not like
Bryce Harper.
Oh my God, Bryce Harper. No. Bryce Harper, you can't take him out of Philly at this point.
You can and you should and put him on the Rockies.
No, you can't. A Philly that I definitely would not want on the Rockies is Nick Castellanos. He's not that good of a defender, and there's too much to defend. He can only catch anything to the right of him. Everything else needs to be covered, which I guess if you have Brenton Doyle covering the rest of the outfield for you, it actually could work. You know what? Wouldn't that be so fun for an all-star game? Brenton Doyle and Nick Castellanos in the same outfield?
It also wouldn't matter because, like, about him or Bryce Harper choking in the playoffs because the Rockies won't get there regardless.
Go Birds.
For those in audio medium, Suzie just flipped me off.
Go Birds. You deserved it. That was like really weird.
Was it weird or was it bullying?
I feel like Brandon Marsh would be fun with the Rockies because he has like that Charlie Blackmon type, like long hair, beard look. He always has wet hair. Why is it always wet? I don't know, but he could wet it in the fountain if he wanted to. I think Brandon Marsh would be fun. I mean, if we didn't already have an Elias Diaz, I would say JT Realmuto, who apparently the Rockies wanted at one point. I wonder, Rhys Hoskins is a free agent right now. I wonder if he'll stay with the Phillies. I feel like he would, but also I felt that way about Freddie Freeman. But also, Freddie Freeman wanted to be a Brave and then cried the whole time he was back in Atlanta for the first time and then fired his agent after that trip. So obviously shit went down in a way that he was not 100% happy with. I'm sure he's 100% happy right now. But I feel like because of that, I don't know, I think Reese is going to stick with the Phillies. Who else would I want to see from the Phillies? Any pitchers? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think is Aaron Nola free agent now? I think he is. That'd be fun. Zach Wheeler has been a freaking ace. Gosh, he's been great. Jeff Hoffman, former Rocky who is a Philly. He will never be a Rocky again, by the way, because he hates us. Will in the chat, Reese Hoskins hasn't played since 2022. He'd fit right in. Wow. That was harsh. It was really mean.
Truthful, though.
True. The truth hurts. But that should be mean. Yeah. Great question, though. James, thank you for even asking that. That was so kind. So kind. All right. Let's see. I mentioned Mark Melancon will no longer be a Diamondback. He's from here, right? Mark Melancon. Mark Melancon's from here. You're going to look it up, and I appreciate that. Yeah, he's from Wheat Ridge.
Is Wheat Ridge really here, though?
He's from Colorado.
No,
yeah.
Wheat Ridge doesn't count as a place in my books.
Wheat Ridge is, okay,
If you're named after a vegetable or a wheat or a grain, it doesn't count.
It's not a grain. It's a ridge.
So what are you, a grain ridge?
I don't know. Yeah. You're overcomplicating it right now. Get out of here. But yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Melancon was a Rocky next year. The Rockies love signing guys who are from here. Why wouldn't he be? Oh my gosh. Yeah, managerial shakeups, by the way. Guys, we had a lot going on this morning. We've got everyone arriving for GM meetings, and we've got teams signing new managers. At the start of this morning, these are the teams that did not have manager. These are the teams that did not have a manager as of this morning. Angels, Astros, Brewers, Guardians, Mets, Padres. The Guardians now have a manager. The Guardians have Stephen Vogt, 10-year MLB veteran. I mentioned it upstairs. Andre was like, isn't he still playing? Or maybe Spencer said, isn't he still playing? One of them said it. But yeah, I think the Guardians did him dirty too. He looks mad old in his announcement photo. They made him look a little more salt and pepper. It has not been that long since Stephen Vogt played. But I think a lot of people were expecting Craig Counsell to go to the Guardians, recently departed from the Brewers. Oh no. Craig Counsell went somewhere else. Craig Counsell to the Cubs, an in-division rival. This, I think, is the most shocking news of the day. That's a big rivalry. Those are two teams that really hate each other and are very close to each other, too, by the way. Hour and a half. 2 hours max.
I'm telling you, Tim Anderson to the Cubs and make it the team of vengeance.
Ooh, yeah. I like this. We're going to clip this, so if it happens, we'll know. Eric, I wish Kevin Gossman was a Rocky since he went to high school in Colorado. Listen, end of his career, there's a chance. I think there's a chance any dude at the end of his career or looking for a comeback who's from Colorado will find his way with the Rockies. I mean, it worked for Pierce Johnson. Pierce Johnson, kind of a random Colorado guy that got picked up by the Rockies last spring training or last offseason. Was it spring? I don't know. I don't know the timeline off the top of my head. But anyway, now he gets the bag from the Braves. That's exactly what he wanted to happen, and I love that for him. We still miss him out here. I think we were all hoping there was a chance he would come back, but there wasn't. There wasn't. But yeah, it's Gold Glove week. The Diamondbacks had a bunch of winners. Padres had some winners. We had one winner. That was nice. That was nice. That was my favorite moment of the weekend. Will Carpenter Counsell got the largest AAV contract ever given to a manager. It would be the highest paid player on the A's. That's hilarious. A's are also the pinnacle of poverty franchise right now. That is for sure. We have some really fun stuff going on at DNVR. Before I close out the show and let y'all go, we have a really big contest, by the way. I mentioned this on Friday. Huge giveaway, partnered with MMA Milepost 35, which is a brand new, like, new build rental community, kind of in the Central Park area of the city. So we've teamed up with MAA Milepost 35 to give you the ultimate mile high sports experience. If you win, you get a $100 gift card to the DNVR Sports Locker. You get even more $100 gift cards. So you get that $100 gift card, okay? You get $100 to the DNVR bar, $100 to Stoney's, $100 to Tom's McGregor Square, $100 to Society of Sports, and $100 to Brother Lodo. So that's $600 in just like gift cards for either bars or merch. That is insane. Plus a Gus Reynolds custom print valued at $400. This is some really cool stuff too. They're like fun, like I don't know how to describe them. I think they're like kind of minimalisty, kind of comic booky, but these are really cool prints. They would look great in your house. But head over to the DNVR Sports Instagram to find out how to win exactly. But yeah, we've got 3 more Nuggets takeovers coming up, by the way, guys. I was at the one over the weekend. It was so much fun. I had so many Brex on the bus. That's the great thing, is that you can drink all you want on the bus.
I will say Suzie is the ultimate team player when it comes to takeovers. She will go to any takeover and have the time of her life.
I even had the time of my life at a Rapids takeover.
That is an insult, but thank you.
I meant it. It's a very backhanded compliment. Even at the Rapids, even like sitting next to Yaya at a game, I had fun.
I was intoxicated for that game.
And you were toxic.
It comes with the intoxicated part of it.
But your wife is lovely, and I love her.
She likes you too.
I know
she loves your
does.
chaos.
I see that she sees it. Wolfgang in the chat. My Christmas wish: the Montforts to sell. They will never sell. They are looking at this team as a generational asset for their family. They will never sell this team. The next generation, different story. This generation, it's not going to happen. We just have to like learn how to deal with it. And they need to learn how to do a lot of things. That's for sure. All right. I think that's good. I think that, you know what? I think this will call it. Guys, it's award season. It is free agent season. You have to stay locked in for all the latest breaking news at DNVR_Rockies. Because if stuff is going down with the Rockies, and it could potentially happen as early as tomorrow, if stuff's going to happen, we're going to be the first to tell you. Yaya, where can we follow you on social media?
I believe it's Yahir_Vasquez_. I'm not great at that, but do follow DNVR Rapids and Rockies.
Yeah, thank
you. If you like being miserable and not having a great time, but having fun with your friends, this is the perfect platform for you guys.
Is that not the spirit of these two teams?
Oh, definitely. And we're both heading into big off seasons with young talent, a lot of things going on. So if you like the Rockies, you might like the Rapids. And if you like the Rapids, you might like the Rockies. So it's going to be a good time all the way around.
Well said. Well said. You can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. Yaya, you know what I like to say about closing out a show?
That you don't know how?
You know what? I do know how. I know exactly how. You got to say, fuck it, we ball. Guys, I will be right back here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel at noon on Tuesday. I will see you then.
We all silly like the mayor.